Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. I'm Jacob. Today we are going to be in the garden and we're going to be harvesting our potatoes. Now I'll say this, we have harvested the ones in the in-ground garden already, and guys, I don't think our harvest of the potatoes are going to be very good. Just from what I saw over there, I have picked through a little bit over here and I don't know exactly what it is, but we're just kind of going to get into it and see how many we get. But I just don't have high hopes that we're going to get the amount that we thought we were going to get. But let's get into it. Let's get them out and just kind of see what we have, and maybe you all can help us out for next year whenever we do it, and just see exactly kind of probably what we did wrong. Alright, so we finished harvesting the potatoes, and like I said before, not a good turnout. This is pretty much what we got. The in-ground garden we harvested a little bit before, I think a few days before, and it pretty much wasn't almost even anything in the factory. And I kind of expected that a little bit from the in-ground garden just because of the ground. Whenever I was kind of pulling some of them up, the ground was just so hard that I don't think they just could grow. And so I'm kind of chalking the potato harvest up as a failure, but you know, I do know some things that we probably did wrong, in the sense we're not expert gardeners by any means, especially with potatoes. This is our second year planting potatoes. We probably did, I know at least for my part, I did kind of neglect them a little bit. Certain methods that we were trying, like these right here, came from the barrel garden, a little barrel part, and then the ones over here came from that little like grow bags. And I will say on the barrel, it was my fault. I didn't, you know, I keep putting more soil on like I was supposed to, the way you grow those things. So I will take the fault for that. But I would like to ask anybody that is very, you know, I won't say an expert, but if someone has grown potatoes a lot, and you can kind of give us some tips and tricks on how we do, or what we did wrong, and what we can do better next year. We'll try to leave a video of us planting them. Maybe if y'all want to go look at that, and if you see something that we did wrong, maybe you can comment it in this video so then we can see it, and for next year we can do a lot better, because we were really hoping for a good potato harvest, because we eat a lot of potatoes throughout the year. It's one kind of staple that we have. We really like potatoes because it goes with everything. So we're really hoping to get more than this. We'll go and weigh them here in a little bit towards the end and just see what we got. I mean, it's probably, maybe we probably just got back what we planted, honestly, to be truthfully honest. But just kind of sucks. But you know, the thing is, you know, if you're new gardening, and we're pretty new to gardening in the realm, the whole scheme of things, you always learn. That's the thing with this. It's discouraging at first. You kind of get a little disappointed, but just try to think what you did wrong, if you have people that can help you. And that's one of the reasons why we created a channel also, because there is so much knowledge in the comments. There are people that have been gardening their whole lives, and we're a young couple and we're trying to learn as much as we can. And that's one thing we really like about YouTube and having all these subscribers. There are experts out there, and I know there's experts probably watching this, so please leave them in the comments. It helps everybody else out. Just be respectful about it. You don't gotta be pushy or anything like that. People make mistakes. No one's ever perfect. So just, if you got a good wealth of knowledge, put it down in there and let's help everybody else out that we can do that. So now we're actually going to go over to our lettuce. It's actually starting to bolt on us, so we're going to actually pull that up and we're going to give the rest of it to our rabbits. And then we'll just kind of take you around the garden and just show you how some of the stuff is doing. A lot of things doing pretty good, our tomatoes and everything. So we'll show you that, and we'll just kind of wrap it up a little bit with here in the garden. So right here, this is kind of our containers that we have, as you've seen before, but they're doing pretty well. Most of them are. Like, we got this mint. The mint's going really well. We have kind of different kinds of mint, and when we first got this plant, I can't remember if we had 2 of them, but it just seemed like they were just little spots, and now it's grown up and it starts to growing out and it's about to fill this whole entire container. And over here is the other mint. It's doing the exact same thing. It's doing real well. Our little plum tree's doing good. Carrots are seem real well right here. They're getting nice and tall. We got rosemary. Probably those onions are getting a little bit up there. Probably got to pull them in a little bit. But we'll come over here and show you some tomatoes. We got a little cherry tomato. I believe this is the one that we're kind of doing a little competition between this tomato and the rabbit manure tomato plant. So this is the one we've been counting them each time we pick them off. We're going to see kind of which one, if there's really a big difference between kind of our raised bed soil and just straight rabbit manure. So right here we got a little, this is a kind of a different type of cherry tomato. I think it's like a Brad's Atomic grapes. They kind of look like grapes, and they're kind of like a tie-dye somewhat color. Got some other tomatoes right here. We planted a lot of kind of, this one is what does that say, a tie-dye green. So we planted a lot of kind of, I guess you could say, fun tomatoes. Just trying to see if there's any better out there than just your regular, kind of red ones. As you can see here, that we don't have a whole lot of ones that have been ripened. We have gotten a couple of them, but not too much. But we do have a lot coming in on the vine. Right here we got our kind of our pepper plants. They're doing pretty well. We got, you can see right here, got a decent sized pepper on it. I don't know, I feel like these pepper plants are kind of a little small for like kind of growing as much as they are, but I don't know, leave them down in the comments. What do you think? There's a decent amount on this one. There's probably at least 5 or 6 coming in. Got some looks like banana peppers over here coming in. So the peppers seem to be doing pretty well. Over here is kind of our other tomatoes we got right here, and I haven't tried these yet. We got one in the house that we had to kind of pick off, and we're kind of letting it ripen just a little bit more. These are the black beauties. I'm really curious on how these are going to taste, just because I never had any other tomato that's, you know, not like red. Right here we got a little hybrid. We got this one kind of coming in. Probably pick that one here pretty soon. Got a paste tomato back here. That one seems like it's probably splitting a little bit. Probably need to pull that one up today. But you can tell a lot of good tomatoes are coming in. We're going to be kind of harvesting a little bit more than just kind of 1 or 2 a day. And then this is the rabbit manure one, and it's coming on good. You can see there's a lot of tomatoes coming in on here, decent amount. And so I'm really curious at the end of the year which one's going to do better, if there's really even a difference. But like I said, it's just straight rabbit manure. So as of right now, I'm saying this is successful. Right now, we're just going to see how successful it is later in the season. Got our green beans. They're doing well. We've gotten some pickings off of them. They seem like they're kind of dying back a little bit. We've had not a whole lot of rain. We have been watering, but you know, it just kind of is what it is. When it's so hot and we don't get a lot of rain, some things kind of just die back a little bit. But those are doing pretty good. Our sunflowers, they're kind of dying back a little bit too. All right, so we are in the in-ground garden. We're going to be harvesting a little bit of okra. These 2 rows right here, as you see, are okra. The plants aren't very tall, but they're putting off okra, and some of them, they're now like, if you're not picking them almost every day, they're almost going bad. So we come out here pretty much every day and just start to try to pick just a little bit every time, and then we're going to be canning them, probably do some pickling sometime. But right now we're going to harvest some, and then I'll take you around and look at some of the other plants in here and see how they're doing. All right, so we got it's not a huge harvest, as you can see, but pretty much we're kind of getting this, maybe a little bit more. It kind of just depends on the day, but we got some more in the house, and we kind of accumulate a decent amount. Then we're going to probably do some pickling, because I love pickled okra. It's awesome. I grew up on it, and I really like it. And the fresh stuff and the way we kind of make it, I really like it even more. But so I'll take you around here. So with this, it's kind of just extra plants. We got some extra tomato plants. They're doing pretty good. These cherry ones, it seems like the cherry tomatoes are ripening kind of a little bit before kind of your bigger tomatoes. Got pepper plants down here. These ones seem like they're a lot smaller than the other ones in the raised bed, but you can kind of tell they're still putting off some pretty good size. Like this one's a bell pepper, and these ones are just some, I think, like New Mexico kind of chili peppers. So right here is what I'm really excited about. Now guys, don't bother over here. I've kind of neglected this side of the garden just because there isn't anything planted in here right now, but this looks right here. Look at this. Look at that. That is a cantaloupe right there. It is coming in. Got a little one right here. It's coming in. You can tell there's a bunch of flowers. I don't know if I've seen any other ones. But right now we definitely got some cantaloupe coming, and I am excited about that because I love cantaloupe, and I've never had a fresh, garden cantaloupe, so I'm really curious to see the difference. I know it's going to be way better, but I'm really excited for that. All right, so we came out here, was checking our corn, and we're going to be harvesting a little bit, kind of some of these rows right here. They look like they're ready to go, and we started seeing something that we did not want to see. You can see right here, we opened up one, and the worms are getting to them just on the tops here. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but the worms are coming at them, but it looks like a good ear. So we're just going to harvest as much as we can right now, because we don't want to wait and then these worms come in and just take all these right now. It looks like they're just starting on it, so we're just going to take as much as we can right now, the ones that are for sure ready, and then we're probably just going to blanch them and then freeze them. That's probably the way we're going to do it, but you probably won't see that in this video. We just got to get this done, but we're going to get what we can right now and see what we get. Alright y'all, so I think we're just going to wrap this video up. We kind of harvested our kind of sweet corn that we could. So some of the ears are kind of decent size and some are kind of smaller, but we're happy with whatever we can get. We saw the worms kind of coming after them. You can tell with this one, we had to pick them, and so we're just happy whatever we get. And there's always a next year. We haven't I think this is our second year of doing corn also. Same thing with the potatoes. So we're constantly learning every year with just kind of new plants that we plant and just how things go. But guys, we really appreciate y'all stopping by, and if you got any comments, leave them down there. If you got good advice, we really appreciate that, because we're always wanting to learn, and everybody should have that same type of feeling, always wanting to learn. But please subscribe to our channel if you like watching us. Hit that bell for notifications to notify you of new videos coming out. And we just really appreciate everyone's support and just all the good comments that we get each and every time that we do our videos. But guys, take care and God bless.